The American Way by MARION HESS POMERANC, illustrated by DYANNE DISALVO-RYAN, read by Corey Reed. Wei Fong popped up in front of the hand-carved mirror, the one that had come all the way from China. Just as he had. He touched his hair. He tugged at his suit. "Hurry, we'll be late," he called. Then he wiggled his tooth. It was very loose. He liked the way it felt as it rocked back and forth in his mouth. Wei smiled. Today might be a double lucky day, he thought. In 3 hours, I'll be an American citizen, and maybe, just maybe, I'll lose my tooth today too. Then a tooth fairy will visit me for the very first time. "I'm almost done," said Mama, poking her head out from the kitchen. "We'll have dim sum and hot dogs when we get back. I want everything just right." "Hurry, Papa," Wei said, running into his parents' bedroom. "Jefferson, Madison, Monroe," Papa was saying as he straightened his tie. "Papa, you took your test months ago," Wei said, but he knew his father was proud that he remembered every president's name. Finally, the family dashed out the door. They flew down 4 flights of stairs. "Hasta luego," called Mrs. Ramos from the landing. "Good luck today," said Mr. Ambrowitz as he walked into the building. "Mr. Ambrowitz, could you take a picture of my family?" Papa asked. "I promised to send Great Uncle Bing in China pictures of his day." "Say, pickled herring," said Mr. Ambrowitz, snapping the shutter. Click, and they were on their way. "I think it's to the left," said Mama, when they arrived downtown. She pointed toward a block filled with tall buildings and whistling cars. "I think it's over there," said Papa, pointing the other way. "I know we'll be late now," said Wei, his tongue rocking the very wobbly tooth. The family ran left. They ran right. They ran all around the block. They found it. The federal courthouse. "One more picture," said Papa. People hurried into the building. Many were there to become citizens that day too. "Where's Wei?" Mama suddenly asked, turning her head. Mama and Papa dashed back to the street. Papa looked behind the pretzel vendor's cart. Mama looked under a bench. "He's dead," cried Mama, running toward the curb. Wei was on the ground. His nose was pointing down. "My son," cried Papa. "My tooth," cried Wei. "I lost it. Don't move." Mama and Papa joined Wei on the ground. They ran their heads over the sidewalk. Their fingers followed trails of long cracks. "No tooth. We have to go," said Papa. "We'll miss the ceremony," said Mama. Wei began to cry. "I need my tooth for the tooth fairy," he said. Then Papa jumped up. "I found it." Wei's tears got bigger. His sobs got louder. "That's a pebble," he wailed. "¿Qué pasa?" asked a woman with a cane. "Our son lost his tooth," Papa explained. The woman joined in the search. "Step aside, s'il vous plaît," warned a stout man. He waved Lamoude his newspaper to direct people around the tooth seekers. Soon, a family from Poland stopped to help, and a couple from Kenya, and a tall man from Trinidad, too. "You folks gotta get going," called the guard near the door. "Things are about to begin." The search for the tooth sped up. "Viola," said the stout man. "Ladent." The woman with the cane triumphantly held out something in her hand. "The tooth," said the tall man from Trinidad. "Zap," said the family from Hanu. "Gino," said the couple from Kenya. "Chakayachi," said Way's parents. The Chakayachi. Way wiped his eyes. My tooth. Thank you, he said. The new friends cheered as Mama wrapped Way's tooth in a napkin. Then everyone scrambled to the courthouse. They squished into an elevator and rolled up 8 floors together. The group slipped through 2 big doors. Step up, don't be shy, said a man wearing a badge with a star. He was a federal marshal. You'll be sworn in citizens soon. Mama, Papa, and Way slid down a long wooden bench. I've got a lot of people here, said the marshal to Mama. Move down, ma'am. There's always room for one more. With a quick wiggle, Mama got closer to the woman from Kenya. We wailed patiently as the grown-ups walked up to a clerk to sign their certificates of naturalization. I've got something for you, said Mama when she returned confused. She gave Way a large white envelope. Inside was a letter from the President of the United States. Then the room grew quiet. Hear ye, said the clerk. All rise. A woman wearing a long black robe walked in and sat down at the front of the room. That's the judge, said Papa. Be seated, said the clerk. This is a special day. Welcome, said the judge. May I have my tooth? Whispered Wade to Mama. Wade held his tooth carefully. It was so small. He listened as the judge talked about becoming an American citizen. He saw the marshal open the doors so friends and relatives could watch and listen too. Suddenly, Mama poked away. Stand up, she whispered. It's time to take the oath of allegiance. I hereby declare on oath the people from many lands said together as they promised loyalty to their new nation. And when they were done, they were citizens of the United States. Now the friends and relatives rose too. They placed their hands over their hearts to join the new Americans in the Pledge of Allegiance. With liberty and justice for all, the voices rang out. Then everyone sang the Star-Spangled Banner. Some people clapped, others cried. Wade kissed Papa and Mama. He felt a tear on Mama's cheek. Wade opened a hand that had been over his heart. He smiled at his tooth. One more picture, please, said Papa. That afternoon, Wade's family and their friends feasted on dim sum and hot dogs. Everything was just right. When nighttime came, Wade stuck his letter from the president on his wall and slipped into bed. He carefully placed his tooth under his pillow. Will the tooth fairy know I am an American citizen now? He wondered as he fell asleep. And she did. The end. Coming up next on the 2nd season of Corey's Bedtime Stories, Spider and the Sky God and the Picnic. Plus, a recap for The Tonight Show when the 2nd season of Corey's Bedtime Stories returns.